All right, so we're back to Ed Shefflin's monument. Actually, this is where he is buried, and they are open until 5 p.m. So, Edward Shefflin, from 1847 to 1897. So he was 40 years old. You can barely read it. All right, guys, just so you can see this, you can barely see his name, Edward Shefflin, and then you can barely see, but it's been wiped out by the sun. But if you stand sideways, and if Mariana were out of the way, you could read it. So Edward Shefflin, born in 1847, died in 1897, and he was the son of a miner. He learned everything about prospecting from his father, except how to strike it rich. For 20 years, Ed prospected the West. He tried the regular life, but after months remarked, "No better off than I was prospecting and not half as well satisfied." So he arrived at the foot of the Huachuca Mountains in March 1877, working as a supplier, and here's his marker again, working as a supplier for the cavalry. Soldiers told him that he would find would be his tombstone or his graveyard if he kept venturing away from home camp. Ed remarked, "I wasn't looking for bullets, but if one happened my way, wouldn't have made much." Oh my goodness, it's really hard to read. Wouldn't have made much of a difference, he said. So he came out here and instead he found silver. So, which led to the foundation of Tombstone. In his will, he specified that he wanted to be buried in his prospector's garb with his canteen and his pick by his side near him of his first camp. The grave marker was to be a simple cairn that prospectors used to mark claims. All right, for those who asked for it, we're here at Boothill Graveyard. All right, so we are in the Boothill Graveyard, and we can start walking with this. 250 graves in the Boothill. So, and it's the list. And look at what a beautiful sunset. We'll try to find some of the famous ones that people always try to quote. George Hand. I think the McClarys are more in that direction, so maybe we can go that direction. All right, right here, thank you. Right here we have the Brady brothers. Both died in 1883. And if you see, for some reason, people put money on the children's graves. Now, I don't know why that happens, but the story is that these little boys, they were drowned while swimming in the San Pedro River. One died in a vain attempt to save his brother. They were 11 and 12 years old. So 2 little boys. And one died saving his brother. Yeah, so if anyone can explain do you know why they put money on the children's graves? I don't know why. All right, let's keep going. Now, there's been pictures taken here in this cemetery that people claim that they're ghosts. A famous one is like from back that area facing this way, and it was of a ghost that looked like a cowboy. So I don't know. They say it's haunted. I'm not sure. I don't know. Fu Li. He owned a grocery store here in Tombstone and died from ptomaine poisoning. There's also down in a certain area, I do believe, a Jewish graveyard. Oh, it's down there, I think. So This is the grave of Delia William. Suicide, 1881, and people have put some money on this one too. Alright, here we have row 2, and this is the last, these are the last markers in row 2. We're starting backwards, but this is where Dan Dowd, Red Sample, Tex Howard, Bill Delaney, and Dan Kelly were all buried, and they were all legally hanged March 8th, 1888. They were found guilty of killing several people during the robbery of a store in Bisbee, and they were all hanged on one scaffold in the courthouse here in Tombstone. In memory of Frank Bowles, born August 5th, 1828, died August 26th, 1880. As you pass by, remember that as you are so, once was I, and as I am, you soon will be. Remember me. Most definitely. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, I think, let's see, is this the one? These are unknowns. Here they are. So, Billy Clanton, Tom McClory, Frank McClory, murdered on the streets of Tombstone, 1881. And so these were the ones that were killed during the shootout at the OK Corral. Now, it is said, even though we have the movie, and it made Wyatt Earp out to be the good guy, around these parts, many people say that actually it was all a very political thing, and that Wyatt Earp was not as good a guy as he's been made out to be by people. I don't know. Read up on history and you tell me. That's up to you to decide. Alright. You can barely see it, and I don't know how to turn a light on it. But this is Eva Water, aged 3 months. And they have toys. And they have money. Oh my gosh. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus like $20 in cash. And then there's coins. And then there's little toys and chocolates and stuffed toys. Oh, there's another teddy bear with money. And there's toys. There's a little Marge. Wow. So they just leave it here for them. They gave him a little candy cane. Gave her a candy cane, little Eva. So, 3 months. Heartbreaking. Alright guys, so it's getting dark. But here you go. Boothill Graveyard. You've seen it here with me. A lot of history here. Well, thanks for having joined me. I look forward to having you come along with me next time. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye. Love ya.